Everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal. Time for the match reaction and player ratings for our 1-0 win over Chelsea. Now, result-wise, brilliant. We needed a win today desperately. I do not want to get myself into a top four battle heading into April and May. Result-wise, brilliant. And it's always amazing beating Chelsea. We always beat them every single season. So that is great. That is always fun doing that, especially at the Emirates, always fun. Performance-wise, entertainment-wise, obviously it could be way, way much better. But at the moment in the Premier League, to be honest, we are just trying to secure second place. I was not expecting a top-notch performance. Yesterday, I was thinking of predicting 3-1, but you could see just before my prediction, I was like, I can't see it, man. I went for a 2-1 win yesterday. So we got a 1-0, not a 2-1. Entertainment-wise, not there. But we just need the result today. And that's why I told you guys international break. I'm actually happy. Usually don't look forward to international breaks, but this particular international break, I'm like, yeah, we need another break, another 2-week break just to relax. And this time it's going to be like 17 days break. That's good. Let's just relax. I know there's some players going for international break, but the ones remaining, get back on the training pitch. Let's try something different that you can use after the international break. More time for players like Saka to recover. Today there was a few knocks. Timber was down injured in the first half. There's another player, Martinelli, was subbed with what looked like a knock as well. So again, enough time for those players to recover in time for the games that are coming up after the international break. So this particular international break, very much welcome. I'm very happy that there's an international break coming up. Now, we had gone 3 games without a Premier League win, so it could have been a disaster if we had gone 4, but we got the win. And again, positives, once again, defensively, very, very good, very secure. Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, all amazing. Lewis Kelly as well. Raya had an error that almost cost us. Saliba also gave away the ball, I think, once. But again, with Saliba and Raya, I usually kind of allow it once in a while because they're probably our best players once again this season. So for the mistake, it didn't cost us, and you got a clean sheet. Well done. That is never our problem. Our problem, the other side. And today, man, Trossard worked hard. He was coming back to defend, winning free kicks and all that. But Trossard and Martinelli were really annoying me in terms of the final third, the finishing, the passing instead of shooting, the shooting instead of passing. That was very annoying. But we'll cover that. So let's go to the match reaction. Let's the lineup today. We went with surprisingly, I thought. For me, my lineup was Trossard up front, Martinelli on the left side, Noneri on the right side, and then the rest the same. So I went to the goalkeeper, the defense, the midfield, but he went with Martinelli on the right. On the left with Trossard and Merino up front. Now, Merino scored, so I guess it worked. Noneri was on the bench, surprisingly. I think everyone wanted him to start. Last game, Noneri didn't play well, but he was not the only one. There's a few other players who didn't play well. So I don't know, maybe he's fatigued as well. Maybe he's a bit tired. I don't know. If that's the case, that is fine. Time for him to rest, no problem. So lineup-wise, just hoping it's going to work. And Nwaneri really was the only player who could bring off the bench, maybe with Calafiori in terms of impact going forward. And we actually started the game quick. We won a couple of corners. Timber had a header from the right corner. Trossard had a shot off target that should really have been on target. Those half chances, that was kind of even a 75% good chance. She put it on target at least. Let the goalkeeper save it. And then Raya was attempting some great passes towards Trossard. Sanchez was making errors, but we are not capitalizing as always. Martinelli straight to the goalkeeper. Again, that's a situation where I think he should have passed to shot instead of passing the ball. And then then came the big chance where Cucurella handled the ball. That should have been a penalty, but I'm tired of talking about referees. That should definitely have been a penalty. I've even had Chelsea fans saying that should have been a penalty. Literally went down with his hand, but whatever. But from that attack, we should have scored. Just cleared off the line, and then Sanchez made a good save, and then Rice shot it off over the bar. And then literally a minute later, Rice had another shot off target, and then Sanchez once again made another mistake. This time, Trossard, instead of shooting to an open goal where there's a couple of defenders on the line, instead of shooting, he decided to try a pass to Odegaard, who was already marked. Again, those decisions could be costly. But luckily, 1 minute later, we got a corner, and we actually tried something different from the corners. Now, that is the first corner we've scored, I think, since last year, December or something. We had gone 52 or 53 corners without scoring. That's a lot. So we've not been scoring from those corners. Recently, we've been actually scoring from open play against PSV, against Brentford, Brighton, all those teams this year. We've actually been scoring from open play, haven't scored from corners this year. But that's one fantastic header from Merino without, back of the head. Sanchez again, I think that was poor goalkeeping. But Odegaard, that's like the first good corner I saw Odegaard taking, because even the rest in the game, not good corners. That is one position where we really miss Saka. The corner kicks, we've really not had good deliveries from that side. But today, Odegaard got an assist, and I think he matched the record. I think now he has 5 assists against Chelsea. I think that is the most, tied with Dennis Bergkamp and Cesc Fabregas, so that is good. He always delivers against Chelsea, goals and assists, so that is great. I think he assisted Martinelli at Stamford Bridge earlier this season. 2 seasons ago, he scored a double against them at the Emirates. I can't remember the other assist, but I remember one, the Havertz one, where he had hit that through pass to Havertz. But he has 5 assists against Chelsea. He's matched the record for those players. Martinelli, once again, the 33rd minute, this is where Martinelli really annoyed me. Instead of passing the ball to an open Odegaard, he shot the ball off target, way off target as well. It should have passed, really. And then came the Chelsea chance, Cucurella with the shot that Raya almost spilled to his own net. And at that point, I was just thinking, this is typical. We've missed so many chances already. We've had like 7-8 shots already in the first 25 minutes. We haven't scored at least 2 goals. And now Chelsea will start creating chances, or will make a mistake, and then it's going to be 1-1 out of nowhere. Luckily, that was the only error that we made that game, or big error that we made, but it didn't cost us. Chelsea had a few corners here and there. We defended them well. And then second half was a bit boring, but lively in terms of the fouls and the yellow cards and the pressuring, and a bit of a derby feeling atmosphere in terms of the bookings and all that. So Gabriel had a yellow card, Partey had a yellow card, Merino had a volley that was saved from Sanchez, almost went over the line, good save from the goalkeeper. Should have been 2-0 there. That was probably the 1 or 2 good things that Martinelli did in that game. That cross from Merino was great. I don't like Martinelli on the right side anyway at all. He's not been great on the left side either, but I don't like him on the right side at all. I don't think it works. And then Odegaard, shot was saved as well. Odegaard then picked up a yellow card from that attack. And then we got a free kick. A lot of build up towards Arsenal's free kick. Who's going to take it this time? Is it going to be Odegaard? Is it going to be Trossard? Is it going to be Rice? Even Raya went there. I thought he was even going to take it. I was like, you might as well, because we've had like the last 100 free kicks we've taken since 2021. I don't even think any of them has come close to going in. We always hit the wall. And lo and behold, we hit the wall today as well. Declan Rice, I thought it would be a more powerful shot than that. Another poor free kick, unfortunately. We need to practice those, or we need to sign someone who can do those, because there's no way for 4 years Saka's been taking poor free kicks. Odegaard has been taking poor free kicks. Right now, I think even previous Sterling has taken a few for us. Maybe one was good, the rest poor. Previous seasons, Xhaka, all that. We've just had poor free kicks all this time. Poor free. And I think we've tried everyone. I literally think we've tried everyone. I don't think we can score from free kicks. It's usually a waste of time. And we took so much time on it as well. Odegaard talking to the referee. But nothing resulted from it. And then Martinelli went off for Nwaneri. Basically, the only sub we could make unless we bring in Calafiori. And then Trossard, he peed me off in the 82nd minute. Trossard. There was literally a wide open pass to Rice, and he overhit it. Like a simple pass in the 82nd minute. That really annoyed me. So those 50-50, those easy things, Martinelli, Trossard were doing it really badly today. It was really annoying me. But it didn't cost us eventually. Tierney came on for Odegaard, and we defended well, and we ended up getting the 1-0 win. Now, again, as I said, result is very important. 3 points, go 9 points ahead of Nottingham, only 1 point behind us. So this was an important win. Now we are 4 points ahead of Nottingham. Man City on how many points? Is it like, I think we're 9 ahead of Chelsea, probably 10 ahead of Man City, I think. So that is good. Because from yesterday, I was thinking things could go very differently. If Man City beat Brighton, Chelsea beat us, we lose. That's not good. Chelsea will only be 3 points behind us, Nottingham 1, and then maybe Man City 5 points behind us. That would not have been great. But now at least we know, okay. I was never worried about top 4. I have always said I think we're definitely going to get top 4. You're not going to drop out of the top 4. But what I don't want is for us to get into a race and get dragged back to a race thinking, oh my goodness, we need to win next week for us to get top four. I didn't want that. So I've always been confident you're definitely going to finish second. That is not a problem. And this was, we're not going to catch up with Liverpool, but this was our game in hand on Liverpool. So to drop it from 15 points to 12 points. So we just needed to win this game, just to open the gap between us and Nottingham and Chelsea and Man City. Now, at least there's a gap there. At least we know 4 ahead of Nottingham and 9 ahead of Chelsea. That is great. I think 10 ahead of Man City. That is great because next up, again, it's games that we know we usually struggle. Fulham and Everton. We'll see how it goes. And then the big one against Madrid. But first, we need to enjoy the international break. So I'll take the win. But it's not a game that we'll remember. But again, it's now 3 full seasons without losing to Chelsea. That is great. There's a time they used to beat us every single time. But now at least we know whenever they come to the Emirates, they're not going to score. We're going to win easily. Palmer's not in the lineup today. Advantage Chelsea, I guess. But yeah, we're also missing our best player. So that is equal, I guess. So although Saka is better. So player ratings. Let's quickly do the player ratings. I'm going to give Ryan 8 out of 10 because he kept a clean sheet. I was going to give him a 7 because of that error, but I think the rest of the things okay. The long ball, the passing, he should have taken that free kick when he ran forward. I wanted him to take it because there's no one else who can take it really. But yeah, I think in terms of carrying, you're doing well. Apart from even the corners that Chelsea are taking, he was handling them well. The only thing that he didn't do was that Cucurella shot. He almost cost us, but he kept a clean sheet. I'm going to give him an 8. 8. I'm really thinking 7. I'm thinking 8 is too much because that was literally the only error. It's a tough one. Would you guys give Raya 7 or an 8? I usually give them an extra point for a clean sheet, but no, I'm going to give him a 7. If I was giving halves, I would have given him a 7.5. But let's go with 7. I like 7 better. Gabriel, I'm going to give him an 8. What a solid defender. Absolutely love Gabriel. I think Gabriel is definitely world class. The Gabriel that we had in 2022, the one who used to give away penalties and get silly yellow cards and give away goals. This is a different Gabriel. This is a beast. People have said he's captain material. I have to say he needs to be part of that leadership group. Now he knows how to talk English and all that. I don't want Odegaard to be stripped off the captaincy. I don't think that is needed. But yeah, if this was a new team, if you had to choose captaincy, you'd probably say Gabriel and Rice are at the top. So Gabriel 8 out of 10, Saliba 8 out of 10 as well. Both very, very solid. Timber, I think, was definitely candidate for man of the match going forward. Going forward, defensive-wise, he was great, and he was even getting knocked down. He was holding his knee. I was very scared at that point. And he's going for the international break as well. I wish he'd have rested for those 2 weeks, but hopefully doesn't play too much for Netherlands. So 8 out of 10 for him. If I was giving halves, it would have been 8.5 for him. Lewis Kelly, I'm also going to give him an 8. I think defensively he had no problem, so all of them get an 8 there. What I like about Lewis Kelly is his ball carrying ability, really good. Partey, I'm going to give him a 7. There's a few times he was carrying the ball well for us, but those fouls were really scaring me. He was already on a yellow card and then he fouled again. I was like, please don't get a red card in this game. Let's not get another silly red card. But he managed the whole game for 90 minutes, so that's great. 7 out of 10. I'm also going to give Rice a 7. The previous games, it was like 8, 9. He was really a standout completely. Today, you could still see the energy he was running and all that, but he didn't need to be extremely great. He didn't have to be that. So I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Odegaard. Now, Odegaard in the first half, he created 3 chances. That is his job, really, to create chances. And he did create 3 chances in the first half alone. But sometimes, you hold on to the ball a bit too much. He had a shot and that was saved. He got an assist from the corner kick, so I'm going to give an extra mark for that. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 because he got the assist, so 7 out of 10 for that. Merino, I'm going to give him an 8 because he got a goal. Would have been a 7, but 8 because he got our winning goal. And energy-wise and winning those free kicks, and he was going into every challenge. He's playing a striker, not his position. And he saved us now in like 3 games in that position. So happy for him. And he's scoring the goals. Now he's our 3rd top scorer somehow. Yeah, he started playing that position the other day and he's our 3rd top scorer. So 8 out of 10 for Merino. Now, the wingers, Trossard was working really hard. Like defensively, he was coming back and making tackles and winning us very important free kicks. That was great. Martinelli had a few situations like that cross for Merino, good work, but I just knew, like, up against Kukurea on that side, if Kukurea has done well up against Saka before, so it's like, will Martinelli be able, man? Martinelli really struggles to take on players these days. I don't know what has happened completely. He can't take on players that much. The pace just disappeared. Attacking wise, if I was just at rating them attacking wise, it would have been like a 4 for both of them, because the decision making is poor. Not even even if you're not talking about the execution and all that, just the decision making. Passing instead of shooting, shooting instead of passing. The goal is open, and there's 3 situations that stand out. The one that Martinelli should have passed to Odegaard and decided to shoot, and then it went way over the bar. Trossard overheating the pass to Rice in the 82nd minute. In the first half, Trossard should have passed the ball. He should have shot the ball. He decided to pass it to Odegaard. Decision making all over the place, but he worked really hard defensively, so that is why I'm going to give him a 7, because defensively worked really hard, but attacking wise, they really annoyed me. So I'd be okay if we gave them a 6, but just going to give him a 7. But if I was giving halves, it would have been 6.5. Out of every player that I've rated, Martinelli and Trossard would probably be slightly the lowest out of everyone else. But just because they worked really hard defensively, I'm just going to give a mark, and he kept a clean sheet. But attacking wise, they really annoyed me, to be honest. Off the bench, Nwaneri didn't have a lot to do, really. Got on the ball maybe a few times, so can only give him a 6. Who else came on? Tierney, not on for too long as well, so just going to give him a 5. Wasn't on for too long. 5 out of 10 for Kieran Tierney. Mikel Arteta, I'm going to give him. Now, we won the game, kept a clean sheet. Lineup wise, interesting. I wanted Nwaneri on the right side, not Martinelli, but he started with Merino up front. He's the one who scored a goal, so I think it's a balance. I'm going to give a 7 out of 10 for today. So listen, we have an international break now. We can relax. I think Andrea Bet will be announced soon, and then we can now start building up towards what you're going to do in the summer transfer window. But today's game just needed to get the win. Let's hope. And again, we've also kept the record going of not losing against big teams. That is great. So yeah, let me know your man of the match. Let me know what you made of the performance. And are you taking this game that seriously? Or are you just like, whatever, we just won the game? That's fine. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.